Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am super excited for this video since this is my first video on this channel. I will be bringing you cleaning motivation videos every week along with new recipes. So I really hope that you consider subscribing to my channel. And I will start with a little intro, just letting you know a little bit about myself. My name's Lily. I am a mom of two beautiful girls. I work a full-time job, and I love doing things around the house, whether it's cleaning, organizing, or decorating my home. I find it very entertaining, and I hope that I can motivate you to feel the same way about your home. So if you like these kind of videos, subscribe. Just click that subscribe button and activate the bell next to it so that YouTube will notify you every time I post a new video. And well, let's get started with today. I am focusing really on the areas that we use every day: the living room, the kitchen, and the dining room. These are areas that get dirty every day because we're constantly using them. We're walking into these areas and we're using them, and I think that's pretty basic for everybody's home. These are the areas that everybody uses on a daily basis. So I'm starting with the living room. As you can tell, there's not a lot of furniture in my living room. All I have is the couch and, well, the TV and the TV stand. So this area is actually pretty easy to clean. I am using the Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner for my TV stand. On the TV, I just used a wet rag. I don't put any chemicals on it, just water. I clean it first with the wet rag microfiber cloth, and then I wipe it down. I dry it up with a cloth that is specially for screens, for computer screens or TV screens. I dry it with that and it cleans it pretty well. It doesn't really need anything else. So the TV stand, I'm focusing on this with the Mrs. Meyer's cleaner, which we will see me using that a lot around the house. This candle, guys, I got this last year at Bath and Body Works, and I love this scent. So what I didn't use it all up last year for fall season, so I saved it for this year. I still have to go and maybe buy a few more candles for this year, but since I still had this one and it still works, I said, why not? Let's use it. On these pictures, I'm just going to dust them down, and then I'm going to use a window cleaner. Then we're going to move on to the windows. Same thing, I'm just using Windex, which is just the basic window cleaner. And then we are going to move on to the floors. I'm interested to know how often you guys clean your windows. I really only do this maybe once a month or once every couple of months. Let me know in the comment section how often you guys clean the windows. I don't know if I'm cleaning them often enough or if I should be doing this, maybe just every couple of weeks. They don't get super dirty, but they do, get really dusty, and I don't even know how the dust gets in here, but they do get pretty dusty when I go to clean them. So I'm not sure if every month or every couple of months, if that's a basic time for everybody. Let me know if you guys clean them more often than that. In the living room, I'm gonna be vacuuming the floors, and then I'm gonna be mopping. I used to have a cordless stick vacuum, and I ended up trading it for this one because I felt I needed one that had a little bit more suction power, and I really like this vacuum. But I think I was already used to the cordless one, and now I am struggling with this cord. It's driving me crazy every time I use it. So I think I might go back to a cordless vacuum. I am in the process of looking for one that I really want. If you guys have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments, because I don't know how much longer I can take the cord. So I need a cordless vacuum, a cordless stick vacuum, and one that has good suction power. I had a little bit of a hard time putting this couch back, but it is super heavy. But as you guys can see, I don't have a rug in here, so that kind of helps, so that the couch can just slide back. So I'm able to do it myself. I've thought about adding a rug in here, but I really don't like carpet. My husband isn't a fan of it either. We just do not like carpet. In our previous home, we had carpet everywhere, so I think we just got sick of it. And now that we have the tile, I don't want to add rugs everywhere. So I'm still thinking about that. It might just stay like this though. I do like that I'm able to move the couch, but at the same time, whenever we sit on it, if we just, go and sit on it and throw ourselves on the couch, it starts sliding backwards slowly. So every now and then I have to kind of go back there and push it out so that it's not hitting the curtains. And I think if adding a rug would help with that, unless I can find a different solution. But in the meantime, we just have that tile, and like I said, I'm just vacuuming up and just mopping all with my hose heater mop. You guys, I don't know if you noticed, I am also cleaning the baseboards with the mop. I like that I can do it with that mop. It's really easy. It's just I just kind of drag it along the wall. And it just gives the baseboards just a quick clean. It's not really a deep clean, but it helps with just the dust that sits on there. So I'm trying to do that as much as I can when I'm mopping, so that the dust doesn't pile up in there. And then every now and then I will go back and do a deep clean. But today that was just a basic clean. Now I'm moving on to the mudroom. This area really gets messy all the time. This is what we come in through. We park the car in the garage and we come in, and this is the first area that is in the house. So we end up just leaving everything here. There's face mask. You guys noticed there was a face mask in the living room. There were I think I found like 2 or 3 other face masks in this area. You guys, I'm finding these face masks everywhere. I find them in the house, in the car, in my dreams. Do you guys have that same problem? Let me know. Or is it just my kids that are leaving their face masks all over the house? But it's not just that. We get here, we leave our purses here, our hats, sweaters, you name it. Or sometimes we're organizing a different area, cleaning a different area, and we're moving things and we're trying to find a place to put things, and they all end up in this area. So it was already time to clean up. and get rid of all the things that do not belong here, which you notice most of the things that were here did not belong in this area. So same thing, I'm just giving it a clean, moving everything out of here, everything that does not belong in here, and just cleaning with the same Mrs. Meyer's spray, sweeping and mopping, and then we're going to move on to the dining room. I am using my Swiffer duster to dust down a little bit in a lot of the areas that I'm cleaning today. I get a lot of dirt in here. You can't really see it, but things do get dusty. I don't know if that's a normal thing for everybody's house, but my backyard is not fully done, so there is a lot of dirt back there, and I think maybe that's why I get a lot of dust in the house. From the windows, it just comes in somehow. I don't really keep my windows open, but it somehow gets in here, so I do keep that handy. That duster really helps with dusting really any part of the house that I need to dust down. That really helps me. This sliding door, I do have to clean more often than I do the windows because we're constantly touching it as well, so it gets dirty, not just because of the dust, but because we are constantly putting our hands on it, so there's fingerprints and it just gets super dirty. So I'm constantly cleaning it. The inside, I clean it with the window cleaner, but the outside I just use dish soap. So same as when I mop, it's the same thing. I just use water and a little bit of dish soap. I use the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap to mop and to clean this window. And if you guys want to say hi to Rosalie, that's Rosalie out there. She usually stays out here. She comes inside for a portion of the day, but she has her little house outside, especially when I'm cleaning. I let her stay outside because I don't want her running all over the place and leaving a mess right behind me. She's probably worse than the kids. Kids run around and leave a mess while you're cleaning. Rosalie is worse. She's constantly making, leaving her little paws everywhere, climbing on things. So she's out there for right now. But that's Rosalie. guys, if you're liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Now we're moving on to the kitchen, which is where I had the biggest mess. Really, the kitchen is the one that gets the dirtiest every day. I'm going to be cleaning the appliances. I'm going to be cleaning with the Mrs. Meyer's multi-purpose cleaner. Then I'm going to be using a Method granite cleaner for the granite countertop, that's my favorite cleaner for the granite countertops. I have tried so many different things, and that is the one that has really been the easiest to clean with, and it leaves the countertop super shiny, super clean. And we're also going to be using a different cleaner for the stovetop. I love using this Barkeeper's Friend cleaner for the stovetop to give it a deep clean. It really helps. I'm just going to spread it all out, and we're going to leave it to soak there and to dry. While this dries, we are going to move on to clean the rest of the kitchen, and then we will come back to this. I like taking everything off the countertops whenever I'm going to clean the counters. I find it a lot easier to clean an area if I just remove everything, clean it, and then put everything back, and maybe reorganize as I'm putting things back. Moving on to the dishes, this is a constant battle. Every day there are dishes. Every day I wash the dishes and I turn around and there are new dishes in the sink. It will stay clean for like 5 minutes and then there's a new dish in there. Is this just my house? Is this everybody's house? It's a fight every day with these dishes. But anyways, we gotta clean them. So what I like to do when I have a lot of dishes like I do today, I like to organize them first, even if it sounds weird. I like to organize the pans on one side, the flat dishes on a different side, the cups on a different side, and so on and so on. I feel it's a lot easier to wash them that way, to just keep everything kind of grouped together. It really does make it faster. Maybe it's an extra step to organize them, but at the end of the day, it does make the cleaning process a little bit faster for me and just a little bit easier and a little bit more pleasant. You also saw me putting the dishes in the dishwasher, but I actually hand wash those dishes. I only put them in the dishwasher to dry. I am not turning on the dishwasher. I did not put soap in there. I only put them in there to dry because I don't like having a lot of dishes on the countertop. So I just put them in the dishwasher. I let them dry, and then I just put them away once they're dry. Usually in a couple hours they'll be dry and I can put them away, or they can just stay there till the next day or whenever I have time to put them away and I don't have to be looking at them on the countertops. So now this is dry. Our stovetop is dry. I am going to use this little knife. It's a knife that's especially for the countertops, and I just use that to scrub the areas that are super dirty to make sure that all of the food that's stuck on there is removed, and then I just clean it all off with a wet cloth and everything comes off. I love this cleaner with the little knife. It really helps and it really removes everything, and it leaves my stovetop just looking like new. For the kitchen sink, I'm only using dish soap. I'm going to wash that off with a brush, and then I'm going to dry the sink. I like to dry it every time I clean it to make sure that it doesn't leave any watermarks. And at the end, I'm going to be adding a couple drops of essential oil just to give it a nice, fresh, and clean smell. hope you guys got motivated to clean with me today. Now we're moving on to today's recipe. We are making chile rellenos. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start roasting the poblano peppers. I'm going to boil the tomatoes, and I'm going to set another pot with boiling water. You want to fill about half of the pot with water to boil. And once the tomatoes are ready, once they've been boiled, we are going to make our sauce for the broth. So I am going to mix the tomatoes, the chicken bouillon, our ground cumin, and the garlic. Once that is all mixed together, we are going to add that to the pot of boiling water. While I'm waiting for the water to boil and I'm making my tomato sauce, while I'm doing all this, I'm also roasting the poblano peppers. So I'm making sure that they're roasted on both sides, and then you're going to place them in a plastic bag and just kind of wrap it up and make sure that it is closed. It needs to cool down, but they also need to continue almost cooking with the steam. Then that's going to help us once it's time to peel the peppers. So now that my sauce is done, like I said, I'm going to add this to the boiling water. Then I'm going to add I'm going to add the vegetables. I'm just going to let this heat up for maybe like 10 minutes while I chop my vegetables. You can use any vegetables you want, but today I picked zucchini and carrots. And wouldn't it be cool, guys, if I could actually chop my veggies this fast? But anyway, once we're done chopping that, I'm going to add them to that boiling water. And we're going to add our handful of cilantro and 1 serrano pepper. The serrano pepper, we're not going to cut it up. We're not going to do anything with it. Just wash it and just place it in the water. That's only to add taste. It doesn't really make it spicy. It just adds taste. If you don't want to do that, if you want to skip that step, if you want to avoid you don't want it to be spicy at all or not have that kick, then that's fine. You don't have to place that. I really like the flavor that it adds to it. Now our poblano peppers are all done. They are cooled off. We're going to peel them. I'm also going to make a little hole, and that's where we're going to fill them. And I'm going to take out all the seeds. I try to make my food the least spicy that I can, so that my family will eat it. We're not great with spicy foods. An extra step that you can take also, once you have taken out all the seeds and once you have peeled it, you can actually rinse them off as well, just to make sure that all the seeds are out. And it kind of helps with toning down the pepper as well. Then we're going to stuff them and we are going to fry them. I'm going to be using mozzarella cheese and queso fresco today to stuff the peppers, but really you can use a variety of things. You can really just use your favorite white cheese, or you could even add chicken. Some people add a shredded chicken. I didn't really want to add chicken today. I wanted it just to be a little bit more on the veggie side, so I decided to add just the cheese, and this is what I'm using today. Once we are done filling these, I'm going to show you how I make the egg, how we mix the egg to go ahead and fry these. When we are mixing our egg, we want to separate the egg whites and the egg yolks. That helps with the consistency big time. So we're going to mix the egg whites first. Once they're pretty thick, then we're going to add the yolk and we're going to mix it together. And like I said, you want to have a really thick consistency. It really helps to stick on the peppers when we put them on, and it also helps with the frying. Okay, and finally, we are going to fry our peppers. I'm adding a little bit of flour, just coating the pepper in flour to make sure this is going to help the egg to stick to the pepper. We're going to dip it in the egg mix that we made, and then we are going to fry them, and that's it. We just have to fry it, make sure that the egg is cooked all the way on both sides, and that's it. That's your peppers. We are going to serve that with the broth. If your kids don't want to eat the peppers, they're not spicy, but they do have kind of like that pepper little kick to it. If your younger kids don't want to eat them, then you can use the broth and just add some shredded chicken to the broth, and that can be a meal for them. That's usually what I do with my little one. My teenager and my husband love the peppers, but my little one's not a huge fan of them, not because they're spicy. She just looks at them, and she's kind of at that age where she looks at them and she's like, no, I don't want that. So she won't eat them, so I just add chicken to her broth, and that's it. I hope you guys like this video, guys. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to activate the little bell so that YouTube will notify you every time I post a new video. Bye, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I just got off work and I thought I would show you guys what my cleaning routine is like after work. We are going to be doing daily basic cleaning routine, and don't forget I will also have a recipe for you at the end of the video. So let's get to it. As you can see, there's not a huge mess, but I try to clean after work every day so that the mess doesn't start piling up too much. The mess that you see is basically just what we did in the morning after breakfast, and then whatever I dirtied during my lunch. I used a few dishes, but in reality, the kids are at school all day, and my husband is at work all day, so it doesn't get too bad. I just have to pick up those so that I can make dinner and then pick up after dinner again. And if I do this every day after work, it really helps me so that at night I don't have a huge mess. So what I'm going to be cleaning today is the dining room and the kitchen. That's what I do every single day. I do that after work, like I said, so that it doesn't pile up on me. It'll be easier for me to clean at night after dinner. So that is my daily routine. I'm using Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner for a lot of the surfaces, the table, and for all the appliances. And then I'm using the Method granite cleaner for the countertops. These are the things that I'm going to be using to decorate. I need to get them out of the kitchen so I can finish cleaning here, but this is all going to go in the dining room, and then this is going to go here in the kitchen. I got to put this string on it so we can hang it up on the pantry door. But before we do that, I want to finish doing all the cleaning first down here. So I'm just going to put these on the bench over in the dining room just so I can get them out of here. We can finish cleaning, and then we'll move on to the fun part, which is decorating. I told you guys in the last video, I like to remove everything from the countertops whenever I'm cleaning them. It really makes it a lot easier for me, and I feel it just cleans the area better. So I remove everything and then I put everything back. Every now and then you'll see that when I put things back, sometimes I'll reorganize them, I'll move things around. I am working at home all day, so there are times when I really get sick of seeing the things in the same place over and over again. I don't do it every day, but every now and then you'll see me do that. My vitamins. I have the vitamins on my countertop there. You saw those. I know they don't look very pretty there, but I have to have them there. Otherwise, I will forget to drink them, or eat them, sorry. And I will forget to give them to my kids. And I try to make it so that they remember to take their own vitamins. But in reality, in the morning, we're kind of all running around, getting ready for work, getting ready for school. So it's just one thing that makes it easier for us to remember. If we just have them there and we see them, then I know that we are going to take the vitamins. If they're not on the countertop, there is probably a 95% chance that we will forget to take them. I've tried that. I've tried having them in the pantry, just in different areas of the pantry to see if that would work for us, to see if we would remember, and we really don't. We don't remember to take them, and it really makes a huge difference for me if I don't take my vitamins in the morning, and I feel that for my kids it's going to make a difference as well. So that's what they're saying. They don't look pretty, but it is what it is. It's what works for us right now. So today I decided I was going to use the dishwasher. I didn't have too many dishes, so I was like, well, you know what? I don't feel like hand washing these dishes. So I put them in the dishwasher, and I used that 7th generation cleaner for the dishwasher, and I really like it. It smells good. I feel that it cleans the dishes well, but I do rinse them before I put them in the dishwasher. So when the dishes go in the dishwasher, they are already semi-clean. They don't have any food on them. I don't use soap to rinse them. I rinse them with just water, and I'll scrub them down with a sponge, but no soap. So they do go in the dishwasher with no food on them already. So I feel that makes a huge difference as well. But I like to use the 7th generation dishwasher soap because it doesn't have any harsh chemicals. And there's just a couple of things here that I cannot put in the dishwasher. So those I will be hand washing with my Mrs. Meyer's dish soap. To wash the pots and pans, I've been using the Dawn dish soap. I really like it for kind of like the bigger messes, the bigger dishes, the ones that the pots and pans always have, a lot of stuff on them, and that really helps to kind of remove everything and make sure that there's no grease left behind. So that's what I've been using lately. I don't use it for all my dishes because it dries out my hands really bad. I found that the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap is the only one that I've used that does not dry out my hands, and I don't like to use gloves. So that's why I don't use the Dawn dish soap for everything, because it dries my hands. But other than that, I feel that it works really well for cleaning and kind of for the bigger messes. So that's what I've been using. And guys, I'm trying not to laugh right now because as I'm talking, I'm doing hand gestures. I don't know if you guys do that when you guys are when you guys talk or when you guys are editing, for those of you that are also do YouTube videos or whatever it is, but I use my hands when I'm talking a lot, so that's what I'm doing right now. This fridge gets so dirty all the time. It literally looks like we go up to the fridge and we put our hands all over it, which we don't do that, so I don't understand why it gets so dirty. But I like using the Mrs. Meyer's cleaner on it because it makes it so easy, and it's just something that I can use on it every day, and it cleans it up pretty well. It takes off all the marks, and in a couple of days it'll be the same, where it'll be all dirty again. But that really helps. Miss Meyer Cleaner will make it really easy for me to just clean it up, and it makes it really quick. And now I'm going to move on to sweep and mop the kitchen, the dining room, and the pantry. These are the areas that get the dirtiest every day, so it's something that I have to keep up with, cleaning them every day so that we can use it the next day. And so, it makes a difference the next day when everything is nice and clean. I actually want to go in there and cook. I want to go in there and use these areas if they are already clean. When I'm mopping, I'm only going to be using dish soap. Every time I mop, the only thing that I use is dish soap, and I try to use the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap. So it's just water, hot water, and dish soap, and that really removes all the dirtiness in the tile. It cleans it really well, and it doesn't, I'm not using any harsh chemicals. When I had this tile installed, they did tell me not to be using anything other than a little bit of dish soap to clean it up, just so that it wouldn't stain it. And at first I did use a couple other things, and nothing really, I don't think that that it'll get stained. But I'm like, well, why use anything else if this works for me? So it worked, and it leaves a nice scent because the dish soap already has a good scent, so it still smells good. It doesn't have a strong smell to it, but it smells good and it cleans it well. I love that feeling when you finish cleaning and everything is just so pretty and fresh. And now we're moving on to the decorating part. I am going to be decorating for Halloween. I know I totally skipped the fall decor this year, but I don't like decorating too soon. And I know it's a little bit soon for Halloween, but I was like, well, I'm already in the mood for decorating, and I don't really want to put fall decor because then I'm going to have to take it off and then put the Halloween decor pretty soon. And I'm just not in the mood for doing all of that this year. So I was like, you know what? I'm skipping that and I'm going straight to Halloween decor. So everything that I'm going to be using today they're things that I already had that I bought in previous years. Normally what I do is I buy a little bit at a time. Every year I'll buy maybe a couple of things and I'll just let them add up. Today I'm putting my table. I'm setting up my table. Guys, this setup right here, I asked you guys on Instagram, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, I asked you guys, I showed you two different options and asked you which one you guys liked best, and this is the one that you guys picked. So I thought that was kind of fun, just kind of seeing what you guys like. Both the options that I gave you guys, obviously I liked both of them. But I really thought it was fun that you guys picked what I ended up using. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go over there, follow me. And I think I'm going to be doing more of those questions or more of those polls over there where I ask you guys different things that I want to do around the house. So I thought that would be kind of fun. But anyway, I bought these last year. Those plates I bought last year. Like I said, these are things that I bought in previous years at the dollar store. I really go to all the different stores, dollar store, Walmart, at home, Hobby Lobby. I really go to different ones every year and just kind of see what I like. But if you have questions on anything in particular, then let me know in the comment section and I can tell you where I got each thing. But the only thing that I'm decorating today is just the kitchen and the dining room, and I'm only putting a couple of things. The plate settings, and then I'm setting up these little pumpkins on this area. This is one of my favorite pumpkins. It's kind of a pink color with almost like a purple tint to it, so I thought it would look really cute here. Last year I put it in the girls' playroom because they have a lot of pink in their playroom. But this year I thought it would go really well with the purple and the plates. And the purple plates that you guys saw on the table, those I got last year. My kids picked them out. It was at our local grocery store. They were on sale after Halloween. And I was like, what? I think they had like 2 or 3 different ones, and I let them pick the ones that they liked. And they liked those because of the little skeletons. They were kind of fun. That's another thing that I like to do also. I like to buy things after the holiday when they're 50-75% off, and then I just keep them for the following year. And it's just something that I really recommend because it's really a money saver. And really these are things that are not really going to go out of style. Maybe there are new tendencies each year for decorating, but in reality, I mean, as long as you're getting things that are Halloween related, they're not really going to go out of style. The little thing that you guys saw me put on the pantry door, that one I got at Lowe's last year as well, after after Halloween. And I think I got it for like $7 because it was already on sale. These little pumpkins I got at Bath and Body Works, and they're little magnets. They're meant to go on top of the candles. You know how the candles have a lid that's metal? Well, these will stick right on top of the candle lid, which is really cute. But since I didn't buy any new candles this year, I was like, you know what? I can stick them somewhere. They have a magnet, so I was able to stick them to that little basket that I have there. It's a little metal basket, so the pumpkins just stick right to it. And that's it. That's really all the decorations that I'm going to be putting this year for Halloween. So I hope you guys like those. Like I said, if you guys have any questions about those, then let me know in the comment section and I can let you know where I got each thing. Okay guys, today we're going to be making a salsa, which is going to be super easy. These are the ingredients that we're going to be using. This is called an avocado salsa, although as you can see, there's no avocado. I am not sure what we call it that. I think it's because it's kind of creamy and just the color that it has once it's done. Maybe that's why. I don't know. If anybody knows why we call this an avocado salsa, even though there is no avocado in it, let me know, please. Okay, so anyway, we're going to use 5 tomatillos, these little green tomatoes. I'm going to be using 5 of them. 1 Mexican squash. I'm going to be dicing that up because we're going to boil these. So I'm going to dice that up in smaller pieces just so that it boils at the same rate as the tomatillos. I am going to be using 2 jalapeno peppers. Now, if you want this to be on the spicier side, if you like your salsa spicier, you could also use serrano peppers. You can replace one of the jalapenos with serrano, or you could just add a serrano pepper to make it a little bit spicier. But here in my house, we do not really like super spicy food, so these are out. We are going to be using just 2 jalapeno peppers. Oil, you just need a little bit of oil. I'm using olive oil, which is my favorite. I really use olive oil for everything. We are going to be using salt to taste, garlic. You can use about 3 cloves of garlic. I like to buy this minced garlic. I really don't like keeping the whole garlic in my house. So I always buy these like little cans of minced garlic, or the one that I've already shown you, the organic garlic. I always keep it in the fridge, but that's what we're going to be using. So you need about 3 cloves and a handful of cilantro. I love cilantro, so I usually use like as much as I can. So usually about a handful. If you're not a huge fan of cilantro, you can use a little bit less than that. But those are the ingredients, and let me show you how we're going to make this. Make sure that you save the leftover oil after you fry the jalapenos, because we are also going to be adding that oil to our mix. Once your tomatillos and your squash is boiled and your jalapenos are fried, we're going to combine everything. We're just going to toss those in the blender, add your garlic, your salt, your cilantro, and the leftover oil from when we fried the jalapenos. Just mix that all together, and that's it. That's your salsa. You can really customize this depending on how spicy you want it. If you don't want it to be too spicy, you can add some squash or a couple of tomatillos, or if you want it spicier, you can add a couple serrano peppers as well. And that's it. Right now you'll see the consistency that you're supposed to have at the end when you blend it. And it's super yummy. I hope you guys like this recipe. I hope you guys like this video, the decorating, that you guys got motivated to clean with me. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe, activate the bell so YouTube will notify you every time I put a new video. And I hope to see you in the next one. Hey guys, welcome. My name is Lily. I have a very interesting video for you guys today. About a week ago, I asked you guys on my Instagram stories to come up with a title for one of my videos. Well, my favorite one was actually suggested from my sister, and it was the title of this video, which is Clean Your Anxiety Away with Me. I know that we've all had a lot of changes in the last year with school, work, home. We've all had something change in our lives, and I know for me, that has created a lot of anxiety. So today I'm going to focus on that, just trying to calm down and see if I can help you guys with that as well. I'm going to be focusing in the areas of my house that really calm me down and really bring me joy when they are clean, which is my bedroom and my bathroom. And I'm also going to be adding a little bit of fall decor downstairs. I know I told you guys I was going to skip fall decor this year altogether, but I thought that would bring me a little bit of joy. So I'm just going to be adding a couple things to my entryway downstairs. And of course, I will have a recipe for you guys at the end of the video. I'm going to be adding a really easy recipe today, something that you guys can do any day of the week. So let's get to it. I started cleaning, I had to iron this shower curtain. This is the shower curtain for my kids' bathroom. My dryer broke down about, I don't even know how long ago, a few weeks ago, and I wasn't able to put this in the dryer, so it was super wrinkled after I washed it. So I just had to get that ironed before I get started with the cleaning. I'm going to be using several different cleaners today. I'm starting with this glass cleaner, which I actually just started using this glass cleaner. I've been wanting to use it for a while. I've been wanting to try it out, and I absolutely loved it. I don't think I'm going to go back to any other glass cleaner after using this one. I felt I cleaned everything pretty perfect. My windows, the mirror, I cleaned everything very well. And it was really easy to use. I didn't have to scrub too hard to get everything off the window. Then I'm going to be using, for my shutters, I don't use any cleaners at all. I use a rag that's just wet and that's it. If I ever see that it's a little bit dirtier than usual, I'll use a little bit of dish soap on the wet rag, but other than that, I just focus on just using water and everything cleans right off. For my furniture, I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner. I only have my bed and the 2 nightstands in this room. You will notice I don't have any other furniture in here. I don't know if I'll be adding anything to this room in the future, but I've had it like this for a while now, and I really like that there's not too many things in here, so it's so easy to clean, and it just feels so spacious because I don't have anything else in here. But I may be adding something in the future. I don't know if you guys have any ideas of what I can add in here that would look nice, that would kind of decorate the space. Let me know. moving on to the bathroom, one of my pet peeves is having a lot of things on this countertop. I really hate that. So I'm going to start by removing everything that does not belong up there, and then we'll get started with the cleaning in here. So you have probably noticed by now that I'm constantly climbing on things to clean. I am not very tall, so I can't reach the top of my mirrors. I can't reach the top of my windows. I can't reach the top of my kitchen cabinets. So you will see me in most of my videos that I'm climbing on things to be able to get everything clean. I probably should get a little portable ladder. I think that would be a lot easier on me. But I haven't fallen yet, so that's why I haven't bought one. I should probably get ahead of the game and buy one before I fall. Let me know, do you guys do the same? Does anybody out there have to climb on things to get everything cleaned up? Or do you guys have a ladder? Or are you guys just tall and you guys are able to reach things? Let me know in the comments. I've also been using, I recently started using, I should say, this cleaner, which I really like it because it does work well. I feel like it cleans everything. I don't have to scrub very hard. It's very little effort that I have to put into cleaning, but as you saw there, it is vinegar based, and I can still smell a little bit of the vinegar, so that smell kind of just drives me a little crazy, and I don't really want to be using that all over the house. So I have been using it only on the countertops in the bathroom. Really loving this Clorox cleaner. It does not smell like Clorox at all. It only smells like grapefruit. It's not a super strong smell of grapefruit, but I'm not smelling, it doesn't smell like chemicals when you're cleaning with it, but I know that it's cleaning well and that it's disinfecting everything. So I have been using it mainly in the bathroom. Meet our little toilet bear. It's a toilet paper holder, and we don't really need it in the bathroom because we have a holder that's attached to the wall, but my husband insists on having it in the toilet room, and it's super cute, so why not? just taking everything out of the bathroom just to make it easier when I vacuum the floors and mop them. I wanted to share this part of my day with you guys as well. I made myself a chamomile tea. I really like this tea. I like any kind of tea, but especially the chamomile tea helps me really relax. Sometimes I drink it at night, really any time of the day when I just want to relax. I don't want to have any coffee. I will drink a chamomile tea. Like I told you guys early on in the video, I'm going to be decorating my entryway table. I'm just adding a few faux decor pieces. These are decorations that I already had that I have accumulated throughout the years. And I decided to just decorate this little area to bring me some joy. This is actually a candle holder, but as you can see, I added some cinnamon sticks in there. I feel that it adds a really nice and calm odor to this space. So I added that. I'm going to be adding a couple of pumpkins, and that's really it. The bottom basket, those I got from Dollar Tree, and they've just been sitting there empty. I figured I would fill them every time I put out season decor. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just going to be throwing some pumpkins in there. Next, we will start our recipe for today. It's just an easy chicken dinner and rice. I am not going to be talking through this because I did record every piece of the puzzle. So you will see step by step what I did. And I'm also adding the recipes. You can pause when I put the recipe so you can get all of the ingredients. If you have any questions, you can leave me your questions or comments in the comment section, and I will answer any questions that you have. Well, that is it for today's, guys. I really hope that I was able to motivate you, maybe de-stress you a little bit. And if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I really hope that you consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Today I have a lot of cleaning motivation in store for you. I have a huge mess upstairs that we have to tackle today. And of course I'll have a recipe for you at the end of this video. So I hope you consider subscribing, and let's get to it. I'm gonna get started in the dining room today. There's not a whole lot to do in here. We have been using the table a little bit. As you can see, we've been moving the dishes around. I don't usually have decor on the table, or at least not for most of the year. So it's kind of an adjustment for us. I just really wanted to do it this season. But we have been moving the dishes whenever we want to eat in there. So I just had to clean up the table on the spots that we used. And I'm going to sweep and mop. Then we're going to be moving on to the kitchen. I decided to use a dishwasher today, so all the dishes that you see me just rinsing off and putting to the side, those are going to be put in the dishwasher. I didn't create a full load, so I didn't actually turn it on, but I just put all those dishes in the dishwasher. I put soap in there, and when I do that, I leave it just ready for whenever I do get a full load. So for the rest of the day or even the following day, whenever we have dishes that can go in the dishwasher, I'll rinse them off right away and I will put them in the dishwasher. Once I have the full load, then I will turn it on. For the kitchen sink, today I'm only using dish soap. I usually use multiple cleaners whenever I'm doing a deep clean, but today was just my regular daily clean. For an everyday use, I only use dish soap and I clean it at least once a day. I have been using the Dawn dish soap and I feel that one worked really well and it doesn't leave any grease stains. Something that I really like to do whenever I clean my kitchen sink is dry it up right away. I use a microfiber cloth just to dry it up to make sure that it doesn't get any of those water stains. And I also like to add a few drops of essential oil. Any scent will work. It just depends. I use whichever one I'm in the mood for, but that just really helps mask the smells from the food. It really does take away all of those nasty smells, and it just leaves a lingering smell of whatever essential oil you use, and it will last me at least for the rest of the day. Today I decided to use the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner for everything that I'm cleaning up. I normally use different cleaners as I'm cleaning for the different types of surfaces, but the Mrs. Meyer's cleaners does work really well on any kind of surface. I've used it in the past, and I just thought it would make it easier for me to just be using the same cleaner, and it did leave everything nice and clean and shiny. Guys, if you're liking this video so far, I ask you that you please give me a big thumbs up. That's how YouTube knows what videos to recommend. It would really help me out. And if you guys want to see any particular homemaking videos on this channel, let me know in the comments below. I really do value your opinion, and I would like to create videos that you guys are enjoying. To mop, the only only thing that I'm using is hot water and dish soap, and I use the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap. I don't like to use any other cleaners or chemicals on my floors. I feel that the dish soap does a really good job in taking out any stains, and as you guys can see, my floors are pretty light. I don't want to use chemicals and risk it staining my floors, so that's the only thing I use. And I always keep Mrs. Meyer's dish soap because I know that doesn't have any harsh chemicals, and that is the only thing that I use on my floors. The living room just needed to be picked up, and I do need to sweep and mop in here. I normally use the vacuum to clean these floors, but I recently took my vacuum back. I had a Dyson vacuum with the cord, and I just did not like the cord anymore. I had previously had a cordless vacuum, but I didn't like the suction power on the vacuum. I switched it for a cord one, and I just could not do it. It was too heavy. The cord was just kind of getting in the way every time I was trying to clean, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And I decided to take it back, and I ordered me the vacuum that I really wanted. I'm really glad that Costco did take my vacuum back. They're really good about taking things back. I just told them the truth. This vacuum is just not working for me. I took it back. They gave me my money back, and I was able to order the vacuum that I really wanted. I haven't received it yet, so I'm waiting on that. And in the meantime, I'm going to be using the broom just to sweep up all of the tiled floors. But I'll let you guys know as soon as I get that vacuum, and we can do a review on it, see how that goes. I'm really excited about it. I don't know if it's my age or what it is that now I'm getting excited about a vacuum. Let me know if you guys get excited about things like that as well. But I'm doing the same thing I did in the kitchen and dining room, just sweeping and mopping up. I'm now moving on to the entryway area. This right here is always a mess. There's always shoes piled up. We don't use any shoes to go upstairs because most of the flooring up there is carpet, and we don't like to use shoes on the carpet. We don't want to stain it. So we always end up leaving our shoes here. And also this basket, we use it to hold all of our sandals. But for some reason, they all end up scattered down here. That's just something that I have to pick up every night at least, or once a day. I have to be picking up all the shoes just to make sure everything's in place and that the stairway is not blocked. And then I'm just going to move on to sweeping and mopping. Okay, so we're in the guest room now, and I feel like I really need to explain what is going on in here. Let me show you guys. Brace yourself. Okay, so this is the guest room. There's not really much in here except for the bed, and then I just have this little table in here. I used to have this actually downstairs, but I started moving some furniture around downstairs, and as you guys had probably noticed by now, I don't like having a lot of furniture in one place, so I felt like it was too much down there, and I decided that this is where it actually would fit. It matches the colors, and it kind of fills the room. So anyway, this is the mess that I need to pick up. There's more over there. This closet, we don't really use this room. It's just used whenever we have people over. So that closet is basically a storage closet combined with the linens closet, because I don't have a linens closet up here. So I use this as a linens closet. So I have, these are all blankets and sheets that I had in there. And then these two boxes I had them down there. And I actually needed to get to that box to take something out, and it was at the very bottom. So I ended up bringing everything out, and now I left it like this because like I said, we don't use this room. We don't come in here. So I was like, you know what? I will have time later to get to this. This box is basically all dresses. Mine and my girls' dresses. They're all our sacrament dresses. So I have like my wedding, baptism, first communion, and this is my quinceañera dress. I'll show you guys right now when I'm putting things away. It's really dirty. I really should probably take this to get cleaned. And then this box, it's basically clothes. I don't even know why I have most of this in here. I think it's just clothes that I wanted to save for my kids. And then at the bottom, I have some more of my dresses. These are all, like the other box are all the white dresses. And then in here, I had my prom dress, any other dress that I saved that was not one of the white dresses. I had them in here. And the reason I actually took this out was because my kid has homecoming dance coming up, and I thought it would be fun to show her my homecoming dance dress from many years ago. So that's why I took out all of this, and that's why it's a complete disaster. So I'm just gonna work on getting all of this back in that closet and just kind of organize in there. got this organizer a long time ago at Target, and it has been really helpful. It's just a standard closet organizer. I've seen it at Walmart as well. And I've been using it for the sheets. I used to use it in my kids' closet for their clothing, but I ended up moving it in here because I thought it was more useful for me. I really needed something to put my sheets in. Like I said, I don't have a linens closet in my house. I have a small linens closet, but it's downstairs, and I use it for the broom and mop and things like that. But upstairs, I don't have a linens closet where I can put all these extra sheets and extra blankets. So I thought that was very useful in this closet. And then other than that, I just try to organize the blankets that I have the best that I can and just kind of try to fit them in there. And the only other thing that I have in there, I did leave a little bit of space on the top to hang up clothes, so my guests can hang up clothes in there if they need to. And other than that, I just use it as a storage. Now we are moving on to our recipe for today. We are making green spaghetti. Here are the ingredients that we're going to be needing today. My entire family loves this, and my kid thinks it's so fun that it's green spaghetti. So let me show you guys how I make this. We're going to start by roasting our poblano peppers. You want to roast them well on both sides. Then you're going to put them in a plastic bag and let them cool off. After that, you just peel the skin off and you take out all the seeds and your peppers are ready. The onion, we are going to fry that with just a little bit of olive oil, and I used a quarter of a small onion. So we're just going to fry that as well. Then we're going to cook our pasta. I boil the water first, then I add a little bit of garlic salt. I put in my pasta and I let that cook for about 20 minutes. For the green sauce, we are going to be blending in all our ingredients together. Once those are well blended, we're just going to fry this sauce a little bit. We're going to put a little bit of oil. I use olive oil on the pan, let that heat up. Then you add your sauce and you let that boil as well before adding your pasta. once you add the pasta, you just want to mix it well. Make sure that all of the strands of pasta are covered with the green spaghetti. And then what I like to do is cover it up and just let it simmer for a little bit. I turn the fire off and I just let it simmer in the sauce for about 5 minutes before serving. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one. Hey guys, welcome. I'm doing a little cleaning in the playroom today, some organizing as well, and I also have a recipe for you at the end of this video. I hope you get motivated with me, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so this is the current mess. I need to do some decluttering. This table right here, I'm probably going to get rid of because my kid doesn't use it anymore. She hasn't used it for a long time, and it's kind of just taking up space. This is all her art supplies, which actually, I wanted to show you guys something that I did. My teenager ordered some stuff from Shein, and I reused these bags. So I'm just going to organize her art stuff. This right here. So anyway, I just organized that. But this is probably going to go in her room. All of this needs to be moved and also decluttered. I'm hoping to be able to get rid of these two baskets, but I'm not sure. It just depends on what's in there. I gotta check. I don't want to get rid of anything that she still uses or that she can use, that my kids can use when they have friends and cousins over as well. So I don't want to get rid of things that we can still use. I only want to get rid of things that we really don't use anymore. But I'm going to try to declutter this as much as I can. And all of this is going to be moved to this corner. This is all the Barbie stuff along with the Barbie house. This, I'm not decluttering anything there because my kid truly uses all of this. She is really into Barbies right now. So we play with all of this, and when I say we, I mean she makes me play with her. And I used to be really into Barbies when I was a kid as well, so I don't mind. So anyway, we play with all of this, but all of this is going to be moved to the other corner because this is the window right here. I want to clear that window. I don't like that it's covered. It looks so much nicer when there's nothing in front of it. And then also, I have some plans for Christmas decor, and I need this area to be uncovered. So we're going to move this and all of that to this corner and get rid of this, and then move all of this to this corner, if that makes sense. And over here we have the desk, which just needs to be clean and decluttered. Same thing with this. It just needs to be clean and organized. We may be able to do some decluttering on here, but I'm not sure. I know the games and movies and books all stay. None of that will go. But I have to see what is in these baskets to see if we can get rid of some of that stuff. If not, like I said, we'll just have to organize it and get it all cleaned up.